Hey guys, this is John Serra from John Serra's Diamond, Johnny Diamond. And don't let the jersey fool you. I know what I'm talking about when it comes to New York baseball and baseball in general. So let's talk about right now the trade deadline. Just happened last night. We got some winners, we got some losers. I'm going to tell you all about them. First off, we got the Astros. They brought in Greinke from the Arizona Diamondbacks. Adding to Verlander and the other Garrett Cole, they're an unstoppable force that's going to be really a threat in the playoffs. They gave up some prospects, but it's a little drop in the bucket when you consider what's going to happen to this team in the long run. Second group of winners, again, I have to say, my New York Mets. They brought in Marcus Stroman. They only paid for 2 prospects, and then they got rid of Jason Vargas. Cancer in the clubhouse. What can I say? Can't say anything better about it. It's just what it is. When you threaten to punch a reporter in the clubhouse, nothing good can come of it. So anyway, they got rid of him and got a catching prospect, which was really the only hole that the Mets have a problem with, because when you got Rosario, you got Alonso, who's like the big polar bear rocking it right now in New York, and you also have like McNeil, who's like leading the NL in batting average, the entire league in batting average. When you got all that going for you, the catching was the only problem. A lot of people might think that the 2 prospects on Keith Law's number 6 and 7 in the prospects list was a little too much to pay. But when you look at the end of the day, it comes down to what happened to Bobby Jones and Isringhausen and Eric Heilman. What happened to them? They all got hurt. Never was a factor in the Mets. So these 2 prospects might have been a little bit more than people wanted to pay, but at the end of the day, they got Stroman. They're not going to win this year, maybe not next year, but at least they have something to look forward to in the future. As for the losers, got the Indians and the Reds. They decided, let's keep our players in the same state. Let's keep our temper tantrums within the same boundaries. Both of them, not really happening. You got Yasiel Puig, big brawl in Pittsburgh. You had the other one, Bauer, throwing a ball over the center field fence. Not good either. Both of them are going to go to the same state, different teams, but right now, it just looks like they're trading problems. I don't see any hope for the future for these 2 teams. The other loser, the New York Yankees. New York Yankees did nothing at the trade deadline. And that's saying something, without saying something. Because the Yankees are always expected to, even when they have a stacked team, huge lead in the AL East. But they still think that usually they would make a statement, make a big trade. They didn't do it this time. So what happens is, I think a lot of these teams that are really behind them right now are going to be gunning for them, coming up from behind. And if they don't take them out now, the Yankees are in trouble once the playoffs start. And keep in mind, the Astros with their new acquisition are going to be waiting for them. The what ifs, the Atlanta Braves. The Atlanta Braves, another big team in the NL East. Big lead. They got a big lead, couple games on everyone else. I don't see them doing anything. I'm really happy my Mets didn't trade any players to them, because that would just be throwing the division away. But with the Braves, they got a lot of help in their bullpen. Problem is, they traded a lot of prospects. The problem is, the Braves have been there before. The Braves have had prospects, given them away, went pretty much owned 2000, the early 2000s, only won 1 championship out of it. So if this happens again, it's just going to be something that's just a reminder of that. I think that could be a precursor to what might be the end of them, and they're going to be wondering where those prospects went. Well, anyway, that's all for today. This is Johnny's Diamond. Would subscribe today, please, and I'm going to be giving daily reports on baseball, MLB, and the prospects, and even when it's the off season, I'll be happy to dip into the other leagues like the summer leagues and give you the best news possible. You have a good night.